Hey everyone, Mike Spinner, Student Athlete World USA, and welcome to the latest spin. It is so exciting to kind of be back doing this again. We had our webinar last week and it went extremely well. So we decided, hey, let's bring back the latest spin. Now there's a difference. First and foremost, we're live. It is 8 o'clock East Coast time on Thursday, and I'm coming at you from the home office here in Fairfield County, Connecticut. And I know what you're thinking, Fairfield County, Connecticut, that Mike Spinner must make lots of money. And my only response to that is I don't live in that part of Fairfield County, Connecticut. But this is my office. It's great to be back doing the latest spin. We took a bit of a hiatus after the summer simply because we wanted to make sure that this particular project was kind of hitting the needs of where we are with our travel, with our kind of interview season, with our trends, things like that. So we put some time into this and we decided, hey, let's do it live on YouTube. And then we're going to put this on tape on our social media vehicles. So for those of you not watching this live, you can tune in and watch us at any time. Now, if you tune in, one ground rule, if you have any questions, I have my cellular device at the ready, charging it. My cell phone number is 203-518-8408. Any questions about our tours, about the company, about myself, fire away. And if I get you live, I'm going to give you a shout out to tell me where you're from and what your name is. If you're watching a tape of this on one of our social media vehicles, you can still text me your question, 203-518-8408. I will use it on next week's latest spin. Now, if you don't believe me, it is 8:01 p.m. East Coast time on Thursday, November the 7th. If you're getting real technical, it's 2024. If you really don't believe me that we're live, check it out for yourself. The New York Rangers are trailing the Buffalo Sabres 1-0 at the end of the first period. Game taking place at Madison Square Garden. So if I can't prove to you that I'm live anymore, don't know what to tell you. But anyway, let's get into business again. It's been a while since we've done the latest spin. I can tell you I'm having so much fun meeting with our candidates, meeting with our families. If you've been on our social media, we are plugging away with deposits and payments. We're filling rosters. We're setting up for the most successful season or year in student athlete world history for the summer of 2025. I think the two biggest things that you might not be aware of, but I do want to update you. One, if you are a basketball player, we have 5 tours coming this summer. The usual 4, the usual suspects are doing them all again. Spain and Portugal, which is Portugal Basketball Festival, United World Games, our Costa Rica tour, and our Argentina tour. We did all 4 last summer. They were amazing. We're doing them again. For this year, we have added a tour to the Pyrenees Basketball Cup. It will allow us to visit Barcelona, Spain, one of the best cities in all of Europe. If you've never been to Barcelona, you're just missing out. We're also going to get into France as well and play in an amazing basketball tournament. So we are so excited to offer 5 basketball tours this summer. It's going to be new and exciting. Yeah, I'm looking forward to growth because that's what it's all about. And I'm real excited. We've seen a lot of interest in that tour. So we certainly expect to fill those rosters. Update number 2, we have a new tour. We have a new sport. I am really excited, and we've announced this already, but just to kind of give you an update, Student Athlete World USA is getting into the ice hockey business. We are sending teams to United World Games ice hockey tournament this summer. We have 1 team ready to go, and I'm pretty excited that my own son will be competing for that team. We've partnered with a great organization called Dark Magic Hockey that's going to be facilitating our coaches and our teams. And we have enough, at least at this point, for the 1 team. We're looking at a few more teams for that. So if you're part of the ice hockey community, or you have a friend or a sibling, relative, whomever, who plays ice hockey, you don't want to miss the United World Games Tour. It's going to be our first time doing ice hockey there. If it goes well, maybe there's going to be other ice hockey tours out there. And with that, a major announcement, drum roll, please. I am coming back to United World Games. I'm really excited to help facilitate that tour. That was my first tour, first Student Athlete World in June of 2023. And I can't wait to be there again. That tour really changed my perspective on this job and life in general. It was my first trip to Europe. I can't wait to go back again. I can't wait to be there for ice hockey and basketball, of course. And we're working on volleyball and field hockey as well. So maybe we'll have a number of different sports there, which would be amazing. And I get the thrill of cheering on my own son as he competes internationally, represents the United States. So yeah, exciting times here with Student Athlete World USA. I am as excited as ever to meet with families, which I'm doing every day. I'm getting more text messages and phone calls than I've ever gotten before, which is just such a thrill. And I'm literally meeting with families from all over the country. It's a really fun time. If you go on my calendar when you go to try to schedule a meeting, it's full. It's hard to get appointments because I have that many meetings and interviews. And like I said, this is my favorite time of year. Between now and the end of February, it's the most exciting time of year because when we get the most interviews, which means the most amount of new families traveling with us. It's just a fun part of the year. And I'm really excited to be back with you watching me again. And we'll be here every Thursday at 8 p.m. Doing it live. And if you want to have a lot of fun, join me live, ask me some questions. I'm going to get to one question right now. Did not write his name, or her name, which is perfectly fine. But the question is, can my family go? And the answer is with an exclamation point in all caps, yes. I as you've seen on our social media, I had my son with me for the Lisboa Lacrosse Cup tour last year, and it was awesome for him just to be there with me. And I coached a team, and he got to see me coach an international event. And he's going to go play this year, so I get to go cheer him on now in ice hockey United World Games. The one of the things I've learned working in athletics and sports for my entire career is you don't always get all the opportunities that you want as an athlete, even as a coach. All right. You don't necessarily reach the heights that you always want to reach. And traveling with Student Athlete World USA and representing your country the way that we do, you don't know you're going to get the opportunity more than once. And so if I'm a parent, and I am, and my child is going on one of these tours, which he is, and he's going to compete, I'm going to watch him, and I hope he reaches every goal he's ever going to make in ice hockey. But if he doesn't, I'll always be able to say he did this, and I'll get to see an amazing part of the world with him. And I don't want to miss it. So can families travel? Families can travel. Friends can travel. Significant others can travel. We make our tours more family friendly than you going on vacation. All right. Because the difference between our tours and your vacation is when you're on vacation, someone has to plan out all that, the flights, the hotels, the meals, transportation, excursions, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. With Student Athlete World USA, no matter who you are, athlete, parent, supporter, grandparent, we've had girlfriends and boyfriends, we've had cousins and friends and everything else. With Student Athlete World, the only difference between the athlete and the traveler on our tour is the athlete competes and the rest of the travelers watch. Otherwise, the tour is the same. So when you go on our website, studentathleteworld.com, you look at our tours, you read the sample itinerary. Guess what? You're doing all that too. It's not just for the athletes. The only difference is come game time, you're a spectator. But if I'm a parent, and again, I am, with a child on tour, do you really want to miss this? The answer is no. You don't. Trust me. You don't want to miss your child wearing a USA jersey in competition and representing the United States no matter what sport it is. You want to be there. You will thank me later. So can others travel? The answer is please travel because you'll always want to have seen this for your child. So that's our question this week. Hopefully we'll have many more next week in our final segment, the always popular What in the World. Today's What in the World is brought to you by Butterfinger, the official candy of the New York Yankees and their 2024 World Series run. I got to tell you, now I'm not a Yankees fan. For those of you who've been watching this show for the year and change that we've been doing it, I am a diehard New York Mets fan and so proud of how well the Mets did this year. But I'm also a New Yorker. Now, there was a time that I would have rooted against the Yankees because I love my teams, and I am a hater of my team's rivals. As I've gotten a little bit older, and the New York teams, quite frankly, except for New York Liberty, congratulations, the New York teams are not as good as they used to be. When there's a New York team in the World Series this year, my mindset was, well, hey, I at least want them to win. And I wanted the Yankees to win. And the Dodgers were the better team throughout the series. There's no question. But that fifth inning, I mean, Aaron Judge, who's pound for pound, possibly the best baseball player in the American League, probably in the top 5 individual ball players in the game. Yeah, catch the ball, man. Hit right to your glove. You've got to catch the ball. And then Garrett Cole, you're making all that money cover first base, bro. Right. And it was just so painful to watch. So why are we harping on that? It was in the past. Obviously we're more than a week beyond that. And it's just like this. Why do I watch sports? I love sports. The best part of my day sometimes is watching sports, whether it's my own kid playing or professional or college or whatever. The reason why I love sports and competition so much is seeing that athlete achieve the pinnacle of their performance at the biggest moment. There's nothing better in sports. I watch the Olympics all summer for that. I love competition and when you find that hero. All right. So the Yankees, to me, the Yankees were the third best team in the playoffs. I thought the Mets were the second best team. They happened to meet the Dodgers, who were the best team. And the Mets lost. But you need your best players to be at their best, win or lose. And for the Yankees' sake, it was just disturbing watching Aaron Judge swing and miss at the plate. It's like watching Shaquille O'Neal shoot free throws. Like, no, it's not going to work out. And then Garrett Cole, who was outstanding in the World Series, failed to cover first base. And it's like, Yankees, what in the world? You're the New York Yankees. All right. If I wanted to watch a team constantly tease me with the threat of championship success just to break my heart, I'd watch Wisconsin football, right, Tim? All right. So Yankees, what in the world? It was painful. I guess the Mets fan in me wasn't completely heartbroken about it, but just New York has not had a championship run in quite some time for its teams. Watching how the Giants and Jets are doing, it's not going to happen anytime soon. I have high hopes for the Rangers and Knicks this year, and baseball season is right around a really big corner. But for now, New York Yankees, what in the world? So that's it for the latest spin this week. It's great to be back in the saddle here. Can't wait for next week. And as always, how do I get involved in the coolest experience I'm ever going to have in sports? Biggest step. Go to studentathleteworld.com, start a new application, complete it, schedule an interview with me, pack your bags. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you all next week.